For any jockey, no matter what race it is, there's nothing better than coming past the line in front. It's exhilarating knowing that your horse is in front. I grew up in Newmarket, which is the racing headquarters. I got into racing through my dad, who's been a very, very big part of my career, teaching me everything that I needed to know, letting me come to work with him. He's a very, very good horseman himself. I always spent my Saturday as a kid grabbing the racing post before my dad while he was on breakfast and he'd go back to work, so I'd always be one step ahead of him. But I spent my afternoons on a Saturday sitting down watching Channel 4 racing with my dad and granddad. You know, it was all I wanted to do on a Saturday. There was nothing more I wanted to do, and I'd never even sat on a horse yet. So the love was there before I'd even got my legs round a horse. And I never actually sat on a horse until I was 16, to which then I knew instantly that I wanted to be a jockey, no matter what happened. My first winner was at Chelmsford in November 2015 on a filly called Name That Tune over 5 furlongs. I jumped and made all, and she won by a nose. It was very nerve-wracking in the last 150 yards because I was desperate to get my first winner.
Into the final 50 yards, Name That Tune, clinging on, Name That Tune.
As an apprentice, I don't get to pick and choose what I ride. I rode a 2-year-old filly, for example, last week at Wolverhampton. I rang the trainer on the way to Wolverhampton, to which he said to me that it had gone racing before, which couldn't have been good because she never actually ran. I had to cancel her down with no irons. She was a bit misbehaving, sticking her head in between her legs, but we got her down there safe and she ran. She may have finished last, but she got a bit of experience at the same time, and so did I. One of my favourite tracks to ride is Yarmouth. I love going there to ride. I can usually pick up about 3 or 4 rides there per meeting.
They're off. Here we go. The grey blaze was a little bit sluggish, lost a few lengths, but in the green colours, Robbian broke well. Here in the white colours, Ocean Temptress is now going to make this at a very fast gallop.
I gave my best ride this year on a horse called Ocean Temptress at Yarmouth. She jumped, made the running over 7 furlongs.
Ocean Temptress, number 7, Jack Osborn, coming to the halfway stage with a 5-length advantage over everything else in this Milton Nursery of Acle handicap.
She got headed in the last half furlong and she battled back gamely to win just by a short head.
Can they catch Ocean Temptress? A furlong left to run. Here comes Catri MME on the far side to come through and take it up. Catri MME. Ocean Temptress fights back this side. Catri MME on the far side. Ocean Temptress comes again. Here they come towards the line. She's got back. Photo. Whoa. Oh, that is close. That's one for the judge.
A very happy man coming back towards us, Jack Osborn, who's guided Ocean Temptress to victory, and well done. That was a really game effort from the filly.
Very game indeed, yeah. The visors are definitely doing a world of good on her. Yeah. The other horse came to challenge her, and so I just had to stick at it and see how it ended up. And luckily, she stuck her neck out for me, so good.
And things for you going well?
They are picking up now for me. The boss is looking after me very well, and my agent, Phil Shea, does a good job as well, so hopefully it can continue.
Good stuff. Well, good effort today. Well done, and all the best.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
John Ryan is my employer, so I'm apprentice to him. For example, if a trainer such as Brian Barr will have a horse in a race and John Ryan will have another horse in the same race, then I have to stay 100% dedicated to him. John will take 50% of a riding fee. That's common for an apprentice until you turn professional, because he's your employer, he's giving you rides. My agent, Phil Shea, he does a great job in getting me rides inside and out. A jockey would have to pay for an agent. They take some of your riding fee and your prize money, but if they're getting you more rides and more winners, then it's definitely worth the money. On an average day, I would wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I'd toddle into work and pull my first lot out for 6:30, and I'd ride as many lots as I can before I head off racing. I always knew an apprentice job wasn't going to be the easiest in the world, all the early mornings and the late nights and the long times on the road, but I definitely think it's worth it. There's nothing better than riding a winner. As soon as them stalls open, you're a completely different person. Your mind is focused completely on the race. So all that panicking and everything you did prior to that race just gets forgotten about, thrown it away in the bin. On the way to the races, I would usually read the paper cover to cover, going through all my races, writing down what I think where the horses will go from the race, whether the horse will go forward or it's a hold up or they're going to go very quick up front. That's usually good because you don't want to go into your race not knowing what's going to happen. 2 weeks ago I went to Kempton to ride a horse called Nezar for Dean Ivory and Mark Bell and Tony Bloom. He ran very, very well. They went a quick gallop and he just managed to stretch out from last to second, just beating half a length. Came on from that run. 2 weeks later I rode him Lingfield, where he finished second again, just very unlucky. We just run out of sand.
Well, Unforgiving Minute now looking to see it out from the Tsar, then Dutiful Son and Al Khan. Unforgiving Minute holds on to win the claimer.
Extra 250 yards and we would have probably nabbed Dadham Kirby on the line. There's nothing more exhilarating for a horse racing fan to seeing horses head to head, stride to stride in a finish. It's a great sport and I'm honoured to be part of it.